Hey everybody, welcome back to another freaking Friday night. It is a beautiful, balmy, stormy, tropical storm depression, Nicole, dumping buckets outside. I hope everybody is safe and warm and dry. It's also a very special day for our veterans. So anybody out there that has served or lives with somebody that served or has parents or grandparents, or it doesn't matter. Thank you for your service. And growing up in a family full of veterans, I always felt kind of funny saying Happy Veterans Day because it is a happy day, but it's also sort of a catch-22 for a lot of you. So I do appreciate each and every one of you, no matter how you're connected or what branch you are in. Thank you for your service and allowing us to be here and gather on this spooky November evening. That being said, I'm not going to take too much time talking like I did this last time. We're going to jump straight into some evidence that we caught last time that I reviewed, and also to finish up the evidence that I haven't watched. I promised you guys that I would not finish that raw footage, and I have not. It has bothered the heck out of me like you would not believe to not know what's on the end of that film. I think what we're going to do is rewind it a little bit so that we can all get nice and refreshed and put our spectacles on and see what we can catch. We got some good stuff. Just real quick in the chat, Lunar Witch is here. Hey, Lunar, Neva, Adrian's here, Emily's here, Rooted is here. Hey, Rooted. He's after me. He's been after me, Rooted. I'm going to have to beat him up again. Parasolo is here. Hey there. Excuse me, Parasolo. Thank you so much for being here. Tennessee Sam, of course. What a great group. Maria is here. Sandra Pink. Hey, Sandra. Lady Writer. Hello, hello. I hope everyone is doing well. Yes, Peg. Hey, Peg. Good to see you. Thank you so much. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into this. Now, I do have a few things lined up before we finish that footage. So just to recap here, I have let me just, of course, now I'm going to have technical difficulties here. So this is a few of the pictures, the still shots that we have, that we've captured. Big shout out to, there's a group of you, especially in Discord, Neva, Jennifer, Terry, Teresa. I believe, I don't want to leave anybody out. Let me go ahead and get this pulled up though. So just to recap here, what we've got going on. These are just some still shots. Now, this isn't the first part of the film, of course, because I haven't seen the last part of the film. This was actually the set of footage from the old 1990s camcorder. I do have, hey, Lady Dragon, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much. Sherry, hey, thanks. Lindy, hey. So I do have this old 1990s camcorder that I use for VHS, the whole nine. It's awesome. That I use for paranormal investigations. And the reasons why I do that, I've explained it earlier, but these little GoPro cameras right here that I usually film on, and a host of other cameras as well, they do a great job filming, but they are specifically made to counteract anything abnormal that goes on in a film. So the older ones, I feel, in my opinion, just my opinion, seem to catch a little bit more than the other ones. And that's just because it's literally filming. There's no special effects. So in general, specifically speaking, this one right here. So if you guys look to your left, you can see what looks to be, this is just my speculation, of course, but a figure standing in the red. Now, when I brought this up to the mansion owner, Lorna Reynolds, who is fantastic, by the way, she suggested that it was a Native American person with buckskin pants, fringe, and all. looking right at the camera. Now this little figure, I shouldn't say little, he's pretty tall. You could basically see him almost the entire time peeking in and out of that footage. And that footage is open for everybody. Again, it's the 1999 or 1990s camcorder footage from the manor. And the one in blue, there's a lot of different speculations on what the one in blue can be. This figure is described by many to be looks like a woman in white. It also appears that she's holding a smaller child, and it also appears that there is a child at her feet about knee high, if you guys can see that. So this is down the main hallway, and we're getting a lot of activity in this hallway. Again, this is the Chase Manor in Auburn. And this picture was sent in by Neva. She's a paranormal sleuth when it comes to this stuff. I do apologize. Again, we are having some weather from the storm, so please bear with me. If I do drop this stream, don't worry. Rooted will step up and take over for me the way he always does. I'm just kidding. That's an old school joke from back in the day. But there are a few different spirits. Now, this could be a case, of the of pareidolia, of just seeing things that aren't really there. However, it's very hard to not see them once you do. So that's pretty cool. I love this picture. They're just looking straight at the camera. Next, we have this is another one from Neva. So this was actually from the live stream last week. This is one of the coolest pieces of evidence I think I've ever captured. Hey, Shani. Hey, Jan. So this is they still shot from the live stream last week. I do have the original footage down below and ready to rock and roll if anybody wants to see that. This piece of footage I recently submitted to a handful of paranormal Facebook groups, which was my mistake, and they tore me open alive. And I really don't care. I still think it's the coolest picture ever. So this is the original shot, and if you all look just to the right of the bottom, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just telling you what I see. You guys can see what you want. I have a feeling there's a few of them lurking here, and we'll see if they pop up or not. But to the right, you can sort of see at the top of the stairs that leads up to the attic, a whitish sort of figure. Now, if you let your eyes relax, you'll also see a blackish sort of figure, which is what I originally thought I saw. Now, later on, Neva texted me and she's like, girl, you are never going to believe this. And I know you guys have seen it's the thumbnail, the picture that came out of this. So this is that same shot. Obviously, it's got a zoom on it, but nothing else. You can sort of see what's kind of going on here. Then when we let it go, and with this same zoom and lighten it, you can see there's a mirage of things happening here. I mean, let's just be honest. This is not just one spirit. This is just such a cool picture. The only thing that the trolls on the Facebook sites can say, and they're right, is that I should have gone up to film thoroughly that area just to make sure that there's not a funny tarp or something. And they're right. I should have done that, but there ain't no way in hell I was going up those attic stairs. If you guys saw them, I can show you the footage. I literally opened that door and went, nope, and shut it again. So this is that same picture zoomed in and, of course, lightened up a bit. Again, this is brought to us by Neva. Neva, thank you so much again for sending this in. This is where it gets a little bit silly. I superimposed this real life little girl. This is what threw off. They just couldn't wrap their heads around why I would do this. But, when I talk to family and friends that aren't in the paranormal all the time, it's hard. It's hard to look at this picture if you're not, if your eyes aren't trained to look for that. You can see something, but, so I added a little girl who's almost in the same exact pose, almost in the same exact dress, in my opinion. And that's what we come up with. And this, I am so excited about this picture. I am in love with this picture. I think that it's a beautiful little girl. She's got something in her hand. Don't know what it is. Some have suggested there is a gentleman in a tuxedo that may be standing next to her or even kissing her. And you can actually see the bottom of his feet. They are saying between her dress and that little white thing to the left. Which, you know, I can kind of see that. Some people have suggested that that is a cat or a puppy dog of hers that's hanging out with her, and I can see that as well. But, you know, I lightened it and I added that on there because this image here, you can't see what's going on. The real hardcore people want to dissect it like this, and that's fine. So if you guys are in the chat, there you go, just for you. But this is what we came up with. And I just think she's beautiful. I love this little girl. Next, a few of you were confused a little bit on the hallway creeper guy. So on top of the little girl, thank you, Shani. I think she's, oh good, Jan can see it. That's good. Yeah, you do become more aware, guys. Thank you so much. Is there someone on the left of the attic pic? I don't know. It sort of looks, you mean it looks, to me, it kind of looks like somebody with long hair. But again, I did not go up there, and that was my bad. So I can't say for certain. But it does appear, let me go back one more. Well, I don't know. It does appear, I mean, there's a lot going on. There's some sort of weird, I don't want to say shadow, because shadow is usually deemed negative, and it's not always negative, but there's some sort of dark casting light blocker going on in the middle there. But I think you're right. I think there definitely is something. Now, again, it kind of looks like a mannequin to me, and it might be. Like, that's pretty defined with color. But I just simple answer is I need to go up there and figure that out for myself. I do, you know, what we can do is see if it does show up in the original footage. I think I'm too far at the bottom of the stairs, but let's go to that real quick. Now, just a reminder, guys, that there is a foul-mouthed spirit in here, so if something does come through as a curse word, I do apologize. I haven't watched any of this footage except for with you guys, so I haven't edited anything except for the picture collage, of course. And also, there is a very annoying fire alarm chirp going on, so please excuse that as well. But that being said, if you do have headphones on, just be aware of the chirp. But let's see if we can see. I missed it. Hang on. Didn't go back far enough. So this is right when I turn the camera on. This is a very old school, the very first GoPro Hero that was ever made. Also, again, an older camera. Films well, but it's got a really weird garbled sound to it. And that's because the case is about 4 inches thick. Now, I'm not seeing... Oh, hold on. Stop it, would you? I'm not seeing... Hey, Jared, thanks for coming. Peg says woman on the left. Lady Dragon says yes, lady long hair on the left. That's what I was seeing too. Okay, good. I like it when people agree because then I don't seem so crazy. I love that. Thanks for coming in, Jared. That's awesome. So that is that still shot. Now, if we go back to this, there's that chirp. I'm not seeing... Now, again, I can't, this is unedited, so I can't zoom in. I don't have it at the program where I can do it live on the spot. Let's just watch this one more time. There she is. Gosh, she's pretty. I am seeing some sort of something on the left, but it's not looking quite the same as this over. Would you stop it? This over here. Man, she looks like a Barbie, didn't she? Now, keep in mind, this is at the top of the very top of the stairs, so it's really hard to gauge how tall these may be. And again, I didn't go up there because I'm chicken. So I don't know if it's something up there that was giving the effect of, I know there's no furniture or anything up there that was giving the effect of, you know, not a body, but a body. Hard to say, but very cool shot. Very, very good eyes there. You know, first to admit, I didn't quite study that one as hard because I was focused on the little girl, but I do need to go back and figure out what's in that attic. And speaking of that attic, when I opened that attic, there seems to be an entity that is terrifying in the sense that he is the crawling man. Just saying that out loud gives me the heebie-jeebies. So, apparently in the main hallway, as well as this room, it seems to be the protector, not the protector, but it seems to hang out in this room. Generally, when I walk in and walk out, it follows me. And when it does that, it does it in a crawling type fashion, which really sort of freaks me out. There's a lot of things that I can deal with seeing and dealing with in the paranormal sense, but an entity crawling on the ground is not one of them. Definitely not one of them. So this still shot here is the capture that brings me to my next point. So this is what it looks like. Again, this one was sent in by Neva because she's a superstar. This is that same shot zoomed in and lightened. Nothing else added but the arrow. Now, when you compare this, which I don't have the comparison, again, my bad, but when you compare this frame by frame, this little puzzle piece shaped low entity is not there. There's a slight movement and then it's just gone. That thing that you see in the background on the right on that back wall is an actual like camp type chair. And you'll see that in a different piece of footage that I have. So that's nothing. But the way that I describe seeing this little guy is, now don't laugh. There it is. So if you think to like The Ring and all the creepy movies where you see things crawling and they do like the leg over the arm thing, it's pretty much like that, but real life. I don't have this exactly in motion. You can see this thing sort of pop in and out of frames when I walk in and out of the room. It could still be a trick of the shadows. The problem is that this was captured on the old school GoPro, which films at a very slow speed. So everything does come up pixelated. So the only thing that you have is my word that it's strange. I'm not saying it's paranormal. Again, it could be a trick of the camera. But others have seen him actually crawling down the hallway. And that hallway is this hallway. So I'll stop it right there. So this is looking down that main hallway. Directly to the left is the room that you can see that crawler guy in. He's actually not in that room. It just appears so. Straight ahead is a bathroom that's upstairs that I had opened but shut it immediately because I didn't want to deal with what was in there. If you make a right at the end of this hallway, it brings you to the attic, which is where that little girl was captured on the right, and then straight ahead into the yellow room. So there is more than one occasion in this hallway, which is also the same as this hallway. Here is another better shot. So this is actually that 1990s camcorder footage. And you can see right there in that shot that that Native American gentleman peeking his little head around, wondering what the heck I'm doing, and likewise. That got me sidetracked. Depends where they, crawlers. I'm telling you, there, like I said, there are things that I can deal with, and creepy hallway shadow crawlers is not one of them. I can't. One of my favorite places to hang out spiritually with the spirits is in places that you might see that in real life. For example, what they deemed back then asylums and mental institutions. Just people with real life disabilities. And sometimes that carries over and sometimes that doesn't. But I have no idea why this gentleman is like this. Lorna, the owner, says that he's probably part of the attic, which when I opened it, apparently I let him out. So that's cool. But yeah, this is that hallway that he's seen down, as well as you can see from that other room. This little guy here. And that more than likely is absolutely a capture of him. It's hard to see. I know. It's ridiculous. My little stick figure. Don't laugh at him. Well, that's interesting. Very well could be. Jennifer Terry, come and play. Yes, the Chase Manor, thank you for bringing that up. I do have it in the description, is in danger of being lost. So there is a GoFundMe set up to help with the court costs to keep this amazing piece of history and paranormal playground alive. So if you find it in your hearts, that would be amazing. If not, just share it out. That helps as well. Not even my link. Share out the GoFundMe. I mean, if it moves you to do so, please. This place is stinking awesome. Lunar says that she sees 3 different figures. This place is packed to the gills. Packed to the gills. You're never going to go here and not see anything. Okay, so moving on before we get to the main event here. What is... Oh, dear. Oh, yes, the door footage. Okay, so, yes. Woo! Just before we cut it off last week, there was a blob, for lack of better terms, that I'm not sure, I wasn't sure, and I'm still not 100% sure that it's not just a glare from my shiny tripod. But I've slowed it down, cut it up, and altered the color so you guys can see it. You guys can tell me what you think.
I go.
So that was the first run. Now, if you guys missed it, it is at the bottom of the door here. And I tried this last week. I wasn't able to actually stop it on the actual... It's nearly impossible to stop it on the actual event. But, well, that sort of showed it right there. So if you look at the door that's closest to you, the side of the door that's closest to you, there's this weird sort of floaty, bendy, cotton ball looking thing that just sort of comes down, changes shape, and just sort of floats away. Did you guys see it? I've slowed it down and chopped it up, but if you're wondering on where to look, it's not actually in the room. It's not near the unicorn or anything like that, even though that's fun to look at. And I do have some night footage from there. But this is actually on the door. So if you're looking at that door to your right, and if you train your eyes on the side that's closest to you, watch that door. See it? That's pretty cool. This can be a manifestation of sorts. It could be an actual burst of energy. It could be my headlamp that is on the shiny part of my tripod. It can be what they considered ectoplasm, like straight out of Ghostbusters. You're going to get 1,000 answers with 1,000 different questions. So this is slowed down. And it's feathery. This is the thing that gets me. If as I'm kneeling down before this shot, you can see my headlamp makes a little green orb, and it sort of dances in the room. That I don't consider paranormal at all. It's just a reflection from my light. So this could, again, be very slim chance that it could be that. But I've looked at this today. I want it to be fresh in my mind. I edited this little piece today. And I'm thinking that it's definitely, I mean, it's not as impressive as the picture of the little girl, in my opinion, but this is a movement capture. And if this is a paranormal entity in manifestation mode, as I like to call it, this is the children's room. So it would not surprise me at all that if any sort of manifestation would happen, it's going to be what are children, full of energy. That doesn't change in the spirit world. So they're just bouncing off the walls, curious, getting into things, getting into trouble, even in the afterlife. So I'm kneeling down here, and you can see my tripod is down. I'm actually getting ready to start putting some of this gear away that I have all over the top of the floor. I've got my phone on the floor there. Excuse me, that's running a spirit box, so that's talking. You can see the tip of my S-Box little antenna cord there. That's on the floor. So I've got all my gear laid out. So this is stuff that's new. It's not new to them. They are very well acquainted to ghost hunting gear, but my gear is new to them. So it would not surprise me at all if something was sort of just coming down on my level, just to be like, hey, what you got there? So let's keep this going. So that is slowed down about 50%. What did I miss? I do not see it. Okay. Bad eyesight. It's very sort of quick. Again, you're going to have to keep your eye on the door. It's very hard to see. So no worries on that. Hey, Amy. What did I miss? I hope everything's okay. I can't find it now. I don't know what's going on, but I hope everything's okay. So here it comes again. Watch the door on the right-hand side. You see it going down there. It just looks like a little ball of light. That's where it shifts. I don't need to be yelling over this. Comes down the door, shifts shape and direction. Here it is on the bottom, touching the floor now, and just sort of disappears. Here it is one more time with just that part highlighted. Apparently, I wanted you to be really sure that you saw it here. This is slowed down to about 10%. And the thing that really gets me, the thing that caught my eye the first time, is how it shifts. When it comes down the door, it's the same, and then it sort of slides at the bottom. Oh, apparently I'll do it again. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. So that was exciting. That was literally right at the end of last week's session. I don't know. I just think that's so cool. Whew. I do. Anyway. Erica. Hey, Erica. Oh, God. I hope that's not... That can't be real. I used to be visited by a scary blob and had arms pulled itself across the floor with his claw hands. I mean, not that they can't be real, but I cannot imagine having to deal with that. My God. Hey, Rhonda. I see it. It comes down the white spot on the floor. Yep. Yep. Cloud light mix. That's kind of what it looks like. It looks like mist. It looks like mist, or like a reflection of a light. Like if you took your light or your phone and it's beaming off of something and it transposes somewhere else, so it's not a direct beam. It kind of looks like that. I'm still freaked out about Erica's comment. I know. Yikes. Yeah, no thank you. Yeah, no thank you. All right, so let us put this bad boy up. Now, we were about to the packing up stage. Don't think that's not exciting, because the packing up stage is usually when you catch your good stuff, because they think that you're not paying attention. As you will see shortly from what I remember. I haven't watched it, but I remember something happening, and I hope I got it. But I am going to rewind it just a little bit so we know where we all are. Everybody hold hands, because here we go. Okay, so this is the yellow room. See? Let me turn this down.
Sorry to bother you.
Let me turn this
I don't have
stinking music off I have going too. Hang on.
No.
Yep. Now again, this has got the this isn't the yellow room. I lied completely. But this has got the annoying chirp. So anybody with headphones, please keep that in mind. There's that old GoPro.
I do. Pattern.
That chirp. And you'll see here in a second that this K2 meter holds a solid orange, a solid 3. Now, I've never seen that happen.
Okay, so
one man here.
yeah, I know the rest. He's over there.
It's the crawling man.
This is absolutely a spot that you can come, and absolutely a spot that you should come to visit. Let me put this in here so I can talk. Now this place does need your help. I will be including the GoFundMe link. That's going to be down in the description. And please, guys, if you are able to, please donate to help save this place, because this is not your run-of-the-mill. This is not overdone. This is just pure and raw.
Oh, that was the vortex room.
Mary.
And able to be enjoyed and experimented and embraced. Mary.
Now again, this room, guys, when I walked in here, didn't mean to scare you. When I walked into this room the first time, the spirit box immediately said, no, thank you, or I'm tired, or not today, or something to the effect of, I don't want to be messed with. So I didn't really do much in this room, honestly. I did leave a camera running, and I do have that footage unwatched as well. But I didn't do a lot of talking in here until the end, and this is towards the end. But I don't really know a lot about this room, generally speaking, besides it's a pass-through room for the spirit. It's not a portal, but I don't think anybody resides in this room like they do the children's room and the yellow room. They're in there. I don't think that anybody's hunkered down, but whoever was hunkered down in that night didn't want me in there. So that's what this room is. But again, I don't have a lot of information on this particular room.
Let's see if we can do a little spirit box in here. It is just, I can't even tell you what it's like being in here.
I'm sad.
Don't be sad. Want to talk to me on here? This is a fun toy.
Xbox. DNA. FM.
Oh my gosh, Parasol, that's awesome. Are you up this way? Let me know if you live up here or you're close. You should definitely go, and sooner rather than later, in case, well, we won't talk about that yet, but definitely go. There's no chance that you'll walk out of there with nothing. if anything, it'll be a great time with Lorna. But that place is thick. That's what she said. Yeah, absolutely go.
Hey, who do I have here?
Okay, so here. Single travel.
What's happening today? I just with Mary again. Hey, Mary. Hi, Mary.
And that's it.
That camera was off too.
Nice triple chin shot there. Thank you, Richelle G, for that awesome look into the world of the paranormal and all of my chins. So what I said there, hang on, Paracello. What I said there was that my camera was off, and there was actually 3 of my cameras that got turned off. Now that could be chalked up to anything, of course. But Lorna did say that after I had filmed this night, hey, Christy, she said that they don't like tripods and they'll turn the cameras off. So that camera was on a tripod. So was the other one. They were all on tripods, actually. And, after the fact, she told me that. But again, I can't prove. I mean, cameras turn off by themselves sometimes. It's nothing. But 3, I had 8. So there's a good chance I was going to have more than one camera go off. But yeah, she said they don't like tripods. So keep that in mind. Paracello, that's really cool. Yeah, listen, if you make it out this way and you want to, I don't know. I don't really know you, but I have a feeling you're cool because you're hanging out with us here. So if you need a foot in the door or a filming partner or paranormal partner, whatever, let me know. I'm about an hour, give or take, from there. Yeah, you're not going to regret it. This place is awesome.
I like turning my stuff off, don't you?
If you listen closely, it's hard to tell in here because I can't put the words up because I haven't edited this or seen it. But there are a few voices that are coming through, and there are a few voices that are coming through repeatedly. Now, this does, again, this little box, this little device does change radio stations. I have it set up pretty high. So about every half second or so, it's changing from one radio station to the next. So there is a chance of a little bit of bleed over. And sometimes you'll get that. But when you have it going fast like that, when you have, half partial, full sentences that come through and it comes over multiple sweeps, meaning let's say it started at 99.5 radio station and it ended at 102.7, and it was the same voice and it makes sense. That's pretty compelling evidence that the spirits in theory can come through, use that white noise, that static, to communicate. So, and sometimes it's awesome because they'll hear themselves and they'll get excited, or it'll freak them out that they are able to communicate that way. But my point being is that you can hear if you listen, and I can back it up again if we need to. But
Yo, pro.
Lars is years old.
I go.
there goes that floaty entity.
Routine.
Lindy, I believe this one goes like 1 through 5. I don't have it in front of me because, of course, that would mean me being prepared, and that's not what I am. So I'll have to look. I'll grab it in a second because my dog Ridley is afraid of the storms and he's getting a little anxious. So I'm going to push play on this and grab that, and be right back. So you guys keep your eyes peeled.
Desolate.
We're going the other. You.
Healer.
Cancer? Damn, plus 45 works. I see. There's no shop.
Okay, so it's level 4. So it's level 4 on this bad boy. And just to show you real quick how it works, in case anybody's new here wondering how the voices are coming through. Again, it's a radio, essentially. It's got some fancy stuff on it, but it's just a radio. It's got an antenna. If you really want to anger the paranormal trolls, what you can do is take this antenna off. It's got a little screw, and that really assures that this thing is going to have a real hard time picking up radio stations, because sometimes you will get some compelling conversations going on, but it's, if it's just hitting at the right time on the radio stations, you're going to be picking up the traffic report, you're going to be getting fatalities, you're going to be getting terrible things that happen, murder stories, or whatever the case, whatever you're playing, bad country music, I don't know. So if you take this off, it makes it harder for this thing to pick up on that. And so any words or voices that come through is truly hard to dispel because there's no freaking antenna. So it's mostly just white noise. But I keep it on because I like getting some of those words to come through, because just like the phone application, it tells a better story. Let's be honest, when you're on YouTube, it does tell a better story, but it's hard for me if I'm hearing the words in my head or picking them up on here, but you guys aren't hearing them, not you guys, just people in general. It's hard to keep excitement about what's going on. So if there are audible things that are coming through here and they're making sense, I'm not saying it's faking it or anything, but they're coming through at the right time, making sense, then it's just a little easier to, but to answer your question in a very roundabout way, I do keep it on 4, and sometimes I even run it backwards. That's even harder to put words together when it's running back. Well, I guess it's really sort of the same, but in any case, yeah, reverse on the S box. Yep. There is a reverse button, which makes it even more fun. To be honest, I always forget that I can go in reverse. I always, thanks to Amy from What the Paranormal, I'm usually in the dark and can't see, but I know where the buttons are by heart. It's got a flashlight and everything, which is pretty cool. This thing is well seasoned. I've had it my entire paranormal career. Jody from Hunting the Dead has used my box because he kept breaking his. So you'll find that, my little paranormal investigators out there, that your tools will become seasoned and better with time. All right, where the heck am I? Okay. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to rewind it just a little bit because I haven't seen this part, and I like to hear the voices in my head.
Please, guys, if you are able to,
I went
please
too far.
donate to help save this place.
There's that double chin again. All right. Wow, I went way far. Here we go. Fantastic. You see that? That was whatever I was holding made a reflection that looked a lot like my floaty ghost. Did you guys catch it? It wasn't as floaty. It was very sharp. Let's see if we can see that again. Boom. See? Now I can't call that paranormal. Dang. But this is how it goes. This is real life, folks. This is real life. So I still think there's a possibility that my floaty ghost could still be a ghost just by the way it moves. But you saw it just then. that whatever I'm holding and flipping around in my hand is making... Okay, well, here's the floaty ghost. Wait for it. There's floaty.
Got it.
Routine. Fantastic.
Boiler.
That laugh is creepy as hell.
Desolate.
Yep. Debunked!
We're going the other.
Ah, that was a good example. Did you guys hear that? I think I can rewind it. It's going to probably rewind a little bit too far, but you can hear that ch-ch-ch-ch, and then you can hear the voice come through. I don't know what the heck he said. It was pretty fast, but it came over multiple sweeps. Now, again, there are radio stations, of course, that you can sort of bleed into. You guys can see it when you travel. Maybe not the younger generation with your fancy satellites and your Apple Air things. But when you're traveling in a regular radio and you get close to another broadcasting station, it'll bleed over. So again, it's not 100%, but that was a voice, same tone, same sound over multiple sweeps. We have a floaty, a crawly, and a peaky. Sounds like a good time to me. Oh, thank you for coming in, Lunar. All right. Let's rewind this just a smidge to see if we can pick that voice again as the example. There's my letdown.
We're going the other.
Sounds like I don't love you. Or I'm gonna something you. Yeah. But it was like, ch-ch-ch-ch, and you can hear it was at least, let me do it one more time, just so that I'm...
Fantastic. Boiler.
Desolate.
We're going the other.
So that was over a 5, at least 4 to 5 sweep. So it's one of those things. That female voice comes through a lot too. But again, it's circling radio stations. So it might just be hitting on that radio station. This is the part that's hard. And this is the part when you're trying to put a story together and when this is edited and you're not looking at a phone on the floor and a door. You wouldn't see this part because to the untrained citizen, this is a very boring part. But the exciting part is that we're watching it together and in a very haunted location. And I'm hoping something like a little hand pops out from under that door. If that does happen and you see me pee my pants and run, just mind your own business. Hi, Teresa. Thank you.
Works.
Oh, crap. Neva's got the eyes. When Neva has the eyes, that means she's pinging in on... Oh, okay. I think that's for the hand under the door. Okay. The eyes mean danger. This means you would think get out of there, but it usually means she's making fun of me, which is fine. I love that. That's my favorite emoji ever. Okay. Focus.
There's no shop. About a map.
That's real cool.
This is also one of those rare times that I'm just letting it run. I don't normally do that because it can be dangerous if you have something that knows better. But this is my first time here, so I'm sort of getting a feel for everything. And hey, Allie. Yes, thank you to Sandra for twisting your arm. I'm happy you're here. Again, like I said, you ever find yourself this way and looking for a buddy, let me know. I know we just met, but so yeah, this is one of those rare times I'm just letting it run. I'm not necessarily paying attention to what's coming through, what they're saying, which again can be dangerous, especially if you've opened that door and you're just letting it run rampant. But it's interesting to see.
Next to me. Cost. Hey, our focus. Was his. Hey, Dad. Buying it. 50.
Oh my gosh, Allie, I'm sorry. What did you do that for?
Medication.
It also makes me super nervous when it's dark and then my light goes in there because I'm just waiting for something to be standing there. Oh God. Okay, that was me.
Smoker. Hey.
What did that spirit box say? It's just me? Trust me? I missed it. See, I've got the spirit talker going. I've got all of my gear all over the floor, which is great in the event of emergency and I have to haul ass because it's nothing like falling down the stairs over your own equipment. But it's interesting because I'm putting stuff away and I seem to remember them getting a little bit active when I was doing this, and it said something.
Smoker. Hey.
That would make sense, Lady Dragon. Yeah, I think it was either Trust Me or I've got the whole list written down somewhere. Of course, I don't have it in front of me because, again, that would mean I would have to be prepared, which I am not. But at each camera station, I had a spirit box going just so that camera can record its own sort of conversation. And this is where it gets a bit muddled because they're all sort of running together. Oh, sorry about that. Again, there's Vinny. He's got a mouth on him.
Wait.
Yes, and again, I'm sorry. I can't wait to dive in this conversation more because there's more than one. In fact, I'm getting about 4 different spirits, but they're not all talking to each other, but then they are. It's really quite dynamic at this point. They're aware, of course, Vinny is talking crap that I'm here and just throwing out the curses, but they're very much in on it together, if that makes sense. Which is kind of funny because, you know, a lot of people just think of ghosts as like, you know, peekaboo, scare your pants off, but that's not the case. Like they're, you know, don't even get me started on intelligent hauntings and stone tape and all that, but you'll find pockets like this every once in a while in a location that not only is aware of you, but plays with you in a sense. Hey, Pam.
Just look pregnant. Nope, not me.
Not today, Satan. So that, again, that bathroom that I just passed with the light on, the only light up there that was on, that is the bathtub with the pentagram in it. So yay for diversity in the paranormal department. I mean, why not? Why not throw that in the mix, right? So if anybody missed that story real quick, it's just that this manor was abandoned for 17 years. And when the current owner purchased it, some rotten kids had broken in and I don't know if it's carved or painted or what, but it's not coming out. So it's in the clawfoot tub and there is absolutely a pentagram in there. So that is something to keep in mind. That does have an effect. It can, I should say, that it might not, but it can have an effect on sort of an open door policy. So just interesting to see something can literally come through at the time that you're there, have a conversation and leave. It doesn't necessarily mean that the spirits you're communicating with are just camping out all the time. You know, it's pretty neat. Oh, Bonnie, you're welcome. Thanks for being here. This was a lot of fun.
Is there anybody in the nursery with me?
Oh, sorry, curse word there again. So again, just to reiterate one more time, this is footage that I haven't edited or cut, so that's why it's sort of just crappy, but I think it's way more fun this way. I hate turning corners in the hallway. Anybody else? That was Vinny again. Sorry about that. So this is what I was told was the nursery room. So there's a children's room, and then this was the nursery.
You are? What's your name, friend?
God, terrible filming, Richelle. Trust me. Okay, there it is right there. It did say trust me. I hate it when they say that. I hate it when they say that because they never mean it. That's not true. Some of them do mean it, but you just never know. So trust me. I don't know. Children around you, which is interesting because I was down at the end of the hall where the children's room was. Hold on. And then, what does that say? I'm talking to you? Ah, dang. Come on. I'm listening to you. Oh, trust me, pregnant, which... Oh, Neva! I'm not going to speak out about that because I'm not sure. I don't know. I need to dive into that theory. Squirrel moment. Sorry. Working on an active story. Working on an active story here about the yellow room and the tragedy that happened in there. And that's interesting. Okay, sorry. Children around you, and I'm listening to you. That I'm listening to you creeps me out. It still does, even though I'm not there right now. Oh, Barbara, that's awesome. I don't know where I am either. We just came back down the hallway. after walking by the pentagram bathtub. Bubbles with the devil. Why not?
Children are playing around me and they're listening. How cool is that? Can you move something in this room? Are you able to do that? Yeah?
Challenge.
You can see here that whatever that light anomaly was, which was probably my floaty ghost that we debunked, it certainly did not come from these two windows. The one on the right there does face the street, but those are big, heavy black curtains. So it did not come from the street and bounce off.
There you go. Tries to. Tuesday through Thursday. Amazing stuff.
Yeah, I had that happen once. I've never looked back.
Are you okay?
I am, yes, thank you.
Aww, this is sweet. Oh, that's a car. Oh, that chirp.
Bad entities here.
Bad entities here, huh?
Nah, I hate that hallway. Eek.
I heard that.
Look at me being so brave. That is not. You saw what I just did. Safe from my house. I'm doing that inside here.
Wonderful.
Ew, God, yeah. Yep. It's not easy. It's not easy to show it either. And not because I have anything to hide, but just because there's a lot of dead space. Well, what is, okay, it's just a reflection. Huh. What? What is that sparkly? Oh, that's the, okay. It's the camera. Nice shot of the wood grain there for your viewing pleasure. Anybody out there that likes wood, that's for you. There's my what did I call it last week? The Peter meter? So again, this is just, I always leave my camera's running. Let me pause this because I know there are people trying to listen for voices. I always leave my cameras running now, I've learned, when I'm starting to break down my gear and my location, because I wouldn't say 9 times out of 10, but pretty damn close to 9 times out of 10 is when you catch some of your, just the rain, is when you catch some of your best evidence, because like children, when you're not paying attention to them, that's when they usually get into the most trouble. So you'll catch some pretty cool things. So I'm interested to see if we got anything here. Again, I haven't seen this. So this is just me putting my stuff away Nothing exciting is going to come out of my mouth probably, but just keep your eyes on the atmosphere here and we'll see if something picks up.
Bird.
Oh, God, that reminds me. I kept getting the word burnt come through. B-U-R-N-T, burnt, like toast. And I know they weren't talking about toast. Blech. Mm-hmm.
You guys are coming in all the back scenes. Behind the scenes. Getting the gear now, which is always interesting.
Get him, Barbara. Yep.
Love.
Again, I just stopped at the bathroom and tried to go in there and I don't know. Nothing was told to me about that room. There's nothing special. It's just another bathroom, but yeah. Mm-hmm. You get an in-depth close view of my... Careful there. Jesus. My ammo box full of cameras. Anything good? Got any snacks? Popcorn? That fits now. Now I know how I scratched my lens. Oh, crap, I was talking. Sorry.
Concentrate.
Concentrate. See? Even now in real life, they're telling me to shut up. Okay.
My life was short.
My life was short. Thank you, Lindy. 808. What's up, Shell? Oh, yeah. It's... Seriously, side note, ammo cases are perfect. Perfect size, that's what she said, but they're also waterproof, that's what she said, and shockproof, that's what she said. There you go. Works for me. And they're light and easy to come by. And you can put stickers on them. Oh, we freaking love you too. Get him. You tell him, Lindy. Ugh, I do not like that view. No, I do not.
Please move forward.
What did she say? Please move forward? That's not creepy.
This is amazing.
I gotta play that again. That made me feel good. Crime time!
This is amazing.
Seriously, it's not too often that you can giggle in a severely haunted house infestation right next to a freaking pentagram bathroom. I love that. That's fun. Hey, Crime Time. Thanks for coming. Crime Time, Wine Time. God, I love that. I love that name. Mommy sippy cup. I don't have a sippy cup, but I got my mommy can here. This is amazing. Yes. I love that. I loved it. So this is me picking up the camera from the static cam that you guys saw from the first video. Back to my, well, I'm sort of facing in the nursery room there, but so there's the bathroom with the light on, the pentagram bathroom. Across from that is a nursery. There's another room down there. It's just a blue room. I'm not sure what it was, but it sort of felt like a pass-through room, like the other room with the bed. And then to my left, directly down the hallway, are these servant stairs, which are very active as well. I'm just gathering my equipment here. Yes. Timing is everything.
Watch out.
Yeah, that's the part I remember. Huh. If you're wondering why I'm having this response, I'll tell you why. A, this is unedited raw footage. I've said that 1,000 times. Doesn't matter. B, that was clear as day. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to replay it, rewind it. C, this is the part I remembered that I said something sort of happens, something kicks up when I'm putting my stuff away and they're not paying attention. D, well, I'll say this part. I get physically touched here, not in a bad way, but I always go everywhere with my dad's knife, and it's shiny. Just a pocket knife, nothing special, right? So it's always hanging on my pocket, and you guys know I wear baggy pants because I'm a tomboy. So I felt well, let's just watch the footage and I'll rewind it again. You can't see my bewilderment or smell the crap that I just did in my pants, but it felt like I was walking through the doorway, which I wasn't. You can see me standing there. And it felt like my knife got caught on something, like I just bumped it, but I wasn't moving. There's nothing there for me to catch my knife on. So what I think happened is either I thought it could have been like a child. Not that the child wanted to play with a knife, but it's shiny. So I figured they were like, hey, you know. But Lorna, the manor owner, says it was probably Vinny or Vincent, the bad potty-mouthed New Jersey gangster from the, gosh, it was I want to say early 1800s. She's a psychic medium, and she has spoken with him, so she knows exactly all about him. So this is where all of the animosity is coming from. It's not really towards me. It's just in general. He's just wreaking havoc in general. But she's saying that that's something that he would have had a pocket knife on him. So she was thinking maybe it was him giving it a little tug. What I forgot about this were the freaking footsteps beforehand. So it says, watch out. I just watch it again. Not that far. Jeez, Pete. Okay.
Please move forward.
Still too far. Get your butt down there. Too far. Too far again. gosh, that chirp. Sorry. I'm going to make this big. When I make this big, I can't talk, so just listen.
Watch out.
Does anybody hear those footsteps? Is it just me? You have some woman on the other side coming through for me, huh? I'm sure you do. Yeah, I'll be in touch. I will be in touch. Cannot ignore that phone call, can you? One more time. Let's back this up. The thing says watch out. And I won't talk if you guys want to turn up your volumes or your headphones. Just, again, listen for the chirp because it's sort of annoying. But I won't jump scare anybody. You guys have got to hear these footsteps.
Watch out.
That thoroughly freaks me out. In a good way. Wow. 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 I haven't caught footsteps very often. Now this, oh, that's cool. So this camera right now is sitting just outside of the children's room in my pile of crap, facing down the hallway towards the pentagram bathroom where I'm standing. And this is interesting because there's a lot of things going on here. Number one, I'm not paying attention. Number two, the spirit box, which is just a phone application, throws out a perfectly timed, somebody said that earlier, I forgot who it was, so credit to you. It's all, oh, Barbara, I think. It's all about the timing. So anything can say, watch out, or you're going to die, or, you know, all those other things that they can pack into there if they wanted to. A perfectly timed watch out. Footsteps, which I guarantee you, I'm telling you on my honor that I did not hear with my ears, because if I did, you guys would hear my footsteps running out into the middle of Main Street. And then the touch. Now, unfortunately, I cannot see if I have any sort of movement or lifting. It's on a little like thing, you know, that goes in your little clip here. And I remember distinctly, of course, because it freaked me out, the feeling that it just felt like I got caught on something. But I'm standing sideways. You can see my headlamp. So my headlamp is pointed into the nursery or the blue room where the Native American or the man of in his military uniform is standing. So I'm sideways. I am sideways to the camera. I'm perpendicular. So I'm not standing in a position to get this caught on anything. I don't think I have the camera in my hands, but it doesn't have a strap or anything. So I do have to look at that closer and zoom in and maybe lighten it up to see if we can find something. But so we've got not paying attention. We've got spirit box perfectly timed, watch out. We've got the freaking footsteps, which is amazing. That's amazing to me because I didn't hear them with my ears. Just like the voices. I don't know if I have those uploaded or not on this this stream, but the voices from last time, the crystal clear voices of, oh, it's the S box, I become an a-hole, and all the FUs, and then it doesn't matter, we end up. I didn't hear any of that with my ears, and none of my cameras, from what I can tell, picked it up either. It was just the recorder. So this is just like fishing, guys. You have to use a lot of different baits to catch a lot of different things. And this camera is a good distance away from me. I would say it's at least 6, 12, 24, 20, 24 to 30 feet away from me. It's a pretty long hallway. So it picked up all of these things happening at once. And a lot of times that's how it happens in a paranormal location. Not so much in a place as busy as this one, but in a location where maybe you have one strong entity or maybe one or two. It'll sort of come in waves sometimes. So you'll have nothing going on, and then all of a sudden it's like your spirit box will start popping off, your REM pod will start popping off, your Boo Bear will start lighting up, your planchette will start spinning, your ghost hunting partner will start vomiting pea soup, the Chihuahua will go flying. All of this stuff will happen at one time. So you could be sitting there all night, and then all of a sudden it's not like one thing. It's not like knock if you can hear me, and it knocks, which is pretty cool. But it's like all of that stuff will happen at once. So this is a very small instance of that happening, which I think is pretty, yeah. There's about there were 8 children that were murdered during the Revolutionary War. There were 8 children that were murdered here. And like we said, there's definitely a knee-high, maybe belly-high entity you can see in the blue circle to a much taller entity that's possibly holding another child. And then, of course, this pretty little girl. And possibly another one off to the left there. So there's definitely a lot of children. And those footsteps to me are very quick. It kind of sounds like a child. Boop, 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 boop. Not like a... Let's hear it one more time.
Watch out.
That very well could be a child that was tugging at my shiny pocket knife. It said, watch out. I look, illuminate the child, which we can't see, of course, with our own eyes unless you're gifted. The camera, I should say, can't pick that up readily. I'm wondering, I'm holding the older camcorder in my hand, and I'm almost kicking myself that this film here is from the GoPro, the fancy GoPro, the new one. So I'm wondering if that had been an older camera, if we may have seen a visual anomaly of something running away from me. Gosh, that's cool. Yes, catching that sequence is awesome. And doing it live. Like, this is the most rewarding thing ever, because I didn't only just catch that, but I'm catching it with you guys. Like, yes, it is. It's very exciting, but it's legit freaking me out, because it's hard to convey the feeling. Like, when it said watch out, I wasn't feeling threatened, and I didn't freak out. Thank you, Maria. Thank you for stopping in. I didn't freak out when it happened. It was just a sequence of events. And a lot of times you don't, unless your friend is puking, green pea soup, I almost said tequila, and your chihuahua goes flying across the room, sometimes it happens inside. It's so smooth sometimes. And I wish in hindsight, I mean, there's not much more I could have done. I guess I could have had more. I mean, it's just so awesome. It is so exciting to those footsteps. The watch out and the tug was good enough, but throwing the footsteps in there like that was just too cool. That's too cool. All right, there's just a little bit left. Let's see what we got here. I told Shannon I'd only be in here for an hour, and we're already going on an hour and a half again. So let's see if we can get this freaking. I'm going to have to come back next Friday. I've got like 6 other rooms and 6 other cameras. Jeez.
Remove.
It just said remove. Is it talking about my knife? Huh. Again, timing. Let's go backwards a little bit. There's the footsteps. Okay. That's me checking my knife. Like, okay, it's still there. It's weird.
Remove.
Play that clip one more time. The steps, the whole sequence? All right, if you insist. Hey, Justine, thanks for coming in. We just on live television, live YouTube, found some footsteps. And again, to anybody that is joining us, I am up here completely alone by myself.
Please move forward.
Ugh, I hate that. Upstairs at the Haunted Chase Manor. And we just had an exciting sequence of paranormal events that happened. So if you're just tuning in, you're just in time. We're going to play it one more time. I thought I saw something on the floor. Oh, Jesus. That better not be the crumbling man.
This is amazing.
Allie, you're just full of information, girl.
Watch out.
I didn't notice because I keep talking. Those footsteps keep going. Ugh. She says, watch the floorboards there. When the light comes through, do you mean? I wish I had the ability. That kind of looks like a Victorian lady's face there, doesn't it? It's probably not. It's just that pareidolia coming back to bite me again. But there's definitely, look at that. I can't let go of this button right now because it'll move. But it does. It looks like a Victorian lady with dark hair and it's up in a bun and she's got bangs coming down and she's got a white dress with a black collar on. What do I know? Right there in the middle, that middle part. But after the footsteps, they keep going. I won't play it again. I won't keep bugging you guys, but I'm going to play it again because this is my show. So here we go.
Watch out.
That's just me messing with the camera. I know I can't unsee it now either. I'll blow it up for you guys to see. There it is. She's right there. I can see her. Wait, was that that must have been my footsteps. Okay, it's no secret that I'm 5'9", so I'm a very husky, rotund individual, and I had boots on, so you can hear how heavy that is on this floor. It's a very old home. It was started in 1830, finished in 1860, and it's got its usual squeaks and cracks and everything. But it's a stark comparison, my footsteps to the ones we just heard. And I'm walking gingerly because, you know.
Jimmy.
Let's just carefully turn that camera. I turned it in. I turned it into the children's room because that's where most of the activity I thought was happening, but it's completely wrong. I should have kept it down that hallway.
Usually.
Bonnie can see it too. 808 can see it. Good eye, Lindy.
Figure.
That said figure. Do not demonetize me, YouTube. That said figure. What was that? Yes. Yes, I can. Funnily enough. I missed it again. Funnily enough, I tried to do that 3 Fridays ago and failed miserably. And that was due solely in part to the amount of people that were investigating at the time. I couldn't find a quiet spot. But yeah, I can. And I absolutely plan on going back. Hopefully, we can save the Chase Manor and I can go back anytime, but it's going to have to be soon just in case. Just some equipment. Hey, Amy. Sorry to people
He'll
with.
get you.
He'll get you?
I hope not.
Girl, run! Did that just move? Oh, I don't know. I'm seeing things now. Oh my god. Hmm. Lindy, me too, girl.
No, it's not.
Okay, so that light that I saw earlier was just my headlamp in that window. There's a very small portion of that window that is that is open. Sorry about the trip, guys. Okay, that's me moving in that window. Jesus Lord. Ah! Let's just turn that down. Tripods need some grease. This is just me putting my gear away, so you're going to hear all sorts of noises. Oh, good, Amy. You saw her too? It's a perfect picture. Yeah, WD-40. Brandy! What's up, girl? Amy, did you catch the footsteps? In boat. Don't do that. Sorry. Sorry about the noise, guys. You can hear how heavy those footsteps are. That's. What did it say, Denise? That beeping that you're hearing is the train yard. There's a very busy railway. Behind the manor there.
Denise.
Peekaboo. Ditto. Ah! Don't drop me. What did it say? Eat flesh?
All right, guys. I'm just wrapping up here. I didn't pick everything back up, but
You can tell I'm nervous. I've got dry mouth. I think I said eat flesh. What the hell did that say?
it's not gonna be.
Oh, don't be so serious. Oh, I went too far. flashing?
All right, guys. I'm just wrapping up here. I didn't pick everything back up, but
Why not?
I know we got some good stuff. It's not in your face, but it's not gonna be.
Those footsteps are in your face.
We're all getting to know each other. This was so cool. Again, if you guys can, I'm gonna put the GoFundMe link down below. Please, please, please. We gotta save this place. This is not the first video that's done here. It's my first video, and it's not gonna be my last.
Eat flesh. Run. What are you
Plenty
doing?
more to figure out here. Wow.
Wow. Eat flesh. Go.
I know that ball moved.
Beat feet.
All right, I've got the chills, full body chills the entire time.
Because it said eat flesh.
Hope you enjoyed this adventure. Can't wait to see what we got.
Flesh.
Hope you're happy, hope you're well, and we'll see you in the next adventure.
That's the unsmooth cut there. Thank God my fly was closed that time. Yeah, well, it said it. Yeah, well, you know what it said. Dang. Wow, guys, that is just. I mean, we've got streams for days. Look at this, unedited, unwatched footage from this room for viewing pleasure. But I'm not going to cheat, even though I want to. Through the veil, hey Nicole, you have to rewind it and see them footsteps. You have to. Well, you don't see them, you hear them. Actually, you know what? I'll play it one more time before I close it down, Nicole, if you have a second. This is freaking cool. I don't even know. You know what? I don't even know if I can find it, though. Who am I kidding? Yes, I can. Just point the thing down the creepy hallway and let's go. Here we are. Listen to this. This is cool.
Watch out.
That was quick. I don't know if you heard it or not. That's that and this little girl right here. Both, well, not the one on the left, the one on the right, came out of this place. Again, guys, this was a lot of fun. I didn't think it was going to be so much fun viewing this with you guys. I mean, I knew it was going to be fun. Don't get me wrong. I love hanging out with you guys, but it's nerve-wracking because there's a lot of dead space. There's a lot of my feet. There's a lot of, me losing my pants. There's a lot of dead space. There's a lot of chirping from the alarm. There's a lot of me not talking and floor shots and Victorian ladies in the wood grain. But I think it was a lot of fun. I do have more footage. Now, the footage I do have left is stationary. It's static. So I've got night vision. I have night vision. I have the Canon shot, which you just saw from the room with the bed. And, I've got, of course, the GoPro on the floor, the yellow room, which the members have seen. I haven't released that to the public. But then the 1990s camcorder footage, which is this footage here. Now, if this one is to the general public, there's an hour of this, the investigation in the dark. Oh, this is, oh, wait, don't go. This is the different side, if I didn't turn it off, of the footsteps. Sweet. Let's look at this real quick.
This is amazing.
Yeah, okay. Shh, shut up. Let's listen.
Watch out.
I've got it in color too. Let's see. What is that? Is that me?
Watch out.
You can see that. You can see that 1990s camcorder having a real hard time with that shot. There's a lot going on there. There is a lot going on there that I'm going to save for next week, because here's the thing. There is a noise. Is it me? Probably is me. And if it wasn't full-fledged footsteps that we heard on the other camera, if it wasn't the dot 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 getting loud and then soft, I mean, I guess technically I don't know if they're footsteps or not, but again, this was the sequence. This was the me not paying attention. This was the perfectly timed watch out. This was the lifting of my shiny pocket knife and me looking down the hallway, and there's freaking footsteps running away from me. So let's just hear it one more time. Let's go back to the black and white here. Yeah, that's the pentagram bathroom. You have a small question. Go for it. What's your question? Hey, Gypsy. That sounds like footsteps. So I'm wondering if the footsteps that I'm hearing, what was that? That wasn't a footstep. No, because that's two. That's dun dun. Dun dun. That was a dun dun. That wasn't.
Watch out.
I'm hearing at least 7 to 10 distinct footsteps. And from the other camera, it's 2. So I don't think it was me that made the... Yeah, Nicole, there is. Well, was. They're absolutely... You guys always amaze me with that stuff. Yes, to answer your question. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Tiny steps, not your steps. The only movement I saw you make was turning after to look down the hall with your light, so I don't think it was you. I don't think it was me either, but there is a definite loud boom boom in this footage that kind of sounds like footsteps, but there's only 2, and this is just the way that I edited this to make it look like that. Nothing crazy here. Digging around. Okay. Oh, I missed it. Them hallways aren't made for big girls, I'll tell you that. I think you're right. They're definitely...
Watch out.
I don't know. This is one of those things that I'm going to have to go over and over and over and over again, but I don't think, I mean, it's definitely two sounds that you can hear, but you can't hear the two sounds on the other camera. However, you do hear the footsteps on the other camera. And I was worried for a second there that that was also debunked, like our floaty ghost, but there's just too many footsteps. I think. Yeah, I think everybody agrees, but dang, that is so cool. I can't believe that we caught all this. I can't believe we have this alternate angle. That was really, this is fun. This is a lot of fun. And again, like I said, we've got footage. We've got footage for days. I mean, if you guys want to sit, we can do this again. Now, keep in mind, again, once again, this is going to be static footage. So if we do this again, say next Friday, it's not going to be as much fun because I'm not walking around and talking, but I don't know. We'll see. It seems like you guys like it. If you guys, would you sit here with me through static footage? I mean, it's going to be an hour of literally this. Me walking in and out, but a camera sitting still. As you saw, the last camera that sat still, we got the footsteps, but I can't promise you that it's going to be okay. All right. Well, cool. Let's do it then. Let's do this again. Let's, if everybody's free, yes, you can. And it does. It helps me because I get to talk it through with all of you. And we okay, well, cool. If I've got a group of friends that want to sit with me through raw static cam footage that I haven't watched, then let's freaking do it. Members have seen this video, which is where we got the creepy crawly man from, but I do have other videos on here like this one and the oh, who is that creeper coming through the door? Videos like this, and also the night cam footage from the child's room that you guys haven't seen yet, and then some from the second night that I was there that I was supposed to go live. That is too cool. Through the Veil, Nicole. Yes, it's the most exciting, scary, boring 4 hours you'll ever sit through. I'll get back to you, Nicole. That's interesting that you picked that up. I'll get with the owner and just to verify, but I believe I've heard her speak of this person, and I won't say anything until I know for sure, but that's really cool. Well done. Okay, Sundancer will be there, but he sent me the funniest. That's a story for another time. Yeah, I know. Did it before. We'll do it again. Jennifer Terry to the rescue. Sweet, Amy. And maybe next time, to pass sort of the static, we can have Amy, I know, took notes. Neva took notes. Jennifer took notes. I've got people that have taken notes on. She's very prominent in your, like, in multiple locations or in this location? She, it does sound like I dropped something, but I can assure you I didn't. And I've got 2 views. I'm not saying that you're saying I'm lying, but I was opening and shutting the front of my wildlife camera, my static cam. So that was the clicking that you probably heard. I don't think I dropped anything, but I guess anything is possible, right? I don't think I did, though. I think I would have said something like, oops, or you're an idiot. Anyway, yes, next Friday night, join me, 8 o'clock, if you guys are around. And let's do this again. Let's watch this creeper come in through the door. Just, let's stare at a bed for an hour. It'll be fun. That little closet's cracked open. I wish I had it open more, but that'll make it more fun when something walks by. So there is a woman. What on this one? Okay. I think I know. I'm not 100% sure, but I am wicked excited about this prospect because this could be the solving to the closet. There, I said it. Don't spread the word until I figure it out. Oh my gosh. In any case, yes, everyone seems excited. Let us get together next Friday for another round. This is just too much fun. Thank you guys for being excited about this because I'm wicked excited about it. And I will make eventually, once we go through all the footage together and make our notes, I will be making a video sort of compressing everything together because it's unlikely in another location such as this that I'll be able to catch so much, such a diverse, amount and type of evidence. I mean, we've got everything here from whispers to orbs to, you heard it, full-blown footsteps. And we've debunked a few things even. So this is a lot of fun, for sure. Hey, no worries. No worries. I appreciate you coming through. I do have your email, I believe. If not, I'll just send you a message or whatever and let you know about Chelsea. I think you guys might be on to a bigger mystery here at the Chase Manor. In any case, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you to my mods for being here. Thank you to everybody that's here right now, whether you stopped in or you're rewatching. It really means a lot to me that you guys are so supportive and so stinking awesome in doing this. And I loved doing this with you guys so much. Yes, Parasol, it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much. I am off to your channel as well. So again, thank you to everybody that is here. And we will see you on Monday for a regular video, but we will see you here live next Friday. God willing and the creek don't rise. It's been raining all day, so we'll see. But we'll see you next Friday for maybe the conclusion, maybe a continuation of the Chase Manor. I love all of your faces so very much. Thank you for being here tonight.